Every dictatorship has a chance to survive only in one case. And that is if at least 70% of the population is turned into angry marching vegetables. It's a heavy and not very aesthetic sight, but in general, Russia has nothing left to lose, having started its idiotic. With the war, it lost the right to be considered a civilized country and sank below the savage communities of the Third World. For Russians, there are different feelings. Now I will explain where they come from. But this role as the trash heap of humanity does not bother the Russian Federation in the slightest. It is in this role that Russia feels most comfortable. It's paradoxical, but it's true. But in order to forever, or at least for a long time, secure itself in this role, it certainly has to make serious efforts. Poison must be regularly added to the people's blood. The madness must be maintained. And for this, it must surge from the crypt. The old Kremlin door creaked open. From the Kremlin's crypt, the most ancient and most malevolent demon of the Kremlin, hierarchy, has been released again. The old ghoul Patrushev unfurled his leathery wings at the forum, at the all-Russian forum, the battle for mind. He headed the United Russia Project for the education and utilization of, I quote, youth. And he talked about how counteraction to the destructive informational influence of the West will be implemented. But before he kicks the bucket, the old vampire Patrushev must, of course, bite as many as possible of the Russian youth so that they can also pass this poison to their peers through bites. Do everything, of course, under the guise of so-called scripts and traditional spiritual and moral values. I draw your attention once again to the fact that these values have one tiny little problem. The fact is, these values do not exist, and moreover, they never did. Russia was just like all other countries, drunken, debauched, bloody, dark, and had serfdom longer than anyone else. Well, and now these values are being invented in the PPC.